they don't understand that gaming is not just about the video games. Or in Unity, we did a lot of things educational. We did a lot of things. I mean, there was a housing project, and so they built, they did some prototype of houses that an NGO wanted to deploy to people who don't have homes, you know.
What's up, you people? This is Johanna, aka Jojo. I'm super excited today because today I'm with Stella Uzochukwu-Denis. Stella is an educational technologist, electronics engineer, a STEM evangelist, and climate change activist. She is also the director of Odyssey Educational Foundation, which plays in the educational K-12 space. She was also named as one of the 25 women in robotics in 2017, an alumni of Techwomem in 2019, and also working in the deployment of immersive technology, so VR, AR, XR, and gaming in the classroom. With all of that, Stella is also a regional ambassador of Society of Women Engineers and a digital ambassador with WordPress. So I'm super excited here today to have Stella. She's based in Nigeria, and Stella will talk about her journey as a technologist and how important is tech right now in our world, and how tech can transform Nigeria and transform all technologies in Nigeria. Stella, welcome. Thank you very much for being here with me.
Thank you so much, Joan, for having me. Finally, we're on this call together. It's been a long while, you know.
Sure.
So, I'm glad we're here finally.
Sure.
Thank you for having
me. You're welcome. So, as I said, you have a lot of activities, and we showing one thread and one trend in all of our activity is really the emergence of technology as a new way, an innovation way for diverse experiences. So in your country, Nigeria, promoting the use of technology. Can you talk to us about how you get to that point, your journey to that?
Okay, so I will tell you my journey to that. I like answering that part of the question because it was a real turnaround for me. And I tell the story wherever I go because whoever knows me should know the story. I worked in the telecom industry for 7 years. After 7 years, I decided to go and further my education to do a master's. And maybe I felt I was doing the young people's job for 7 years. I should become a manager in the telecom industry. So I sojourned to India to do my master's. Okay. When I got to India to do my master's, I was out at the way technology was over the place. I mean, from the little babies to the unborn babies to everybody around. Technology was everywhere. And even those who don't speak the native English, I mean, don't speak English, they have centers where they could learn technology in their local dialect. I was out by that. And so I noticed also that kids began to come back from school very early and then go back to a tech space where they learn some technology things. I went to visit such place like I saw kids could build robots. I saw kids could work with them, artificial intelligence robot and all that. And that got me thinking. I said, wow, if kids in India could do this, then kids in Nigeria could also do this. So when I came back to Nigeria, I started preaching this word that, oh, please, we need to switch to technology, enough of the hard labor, because as far as I'm concerned, if you're doing anything without technology, it's hard labor for me. So I started preaching about it. And that's how I got myself into the tech space, I must say. And it's been wonderful. It's been a good experience. And I know for Nigeria to live this economy where we are battling with so much scarcity, so much, we just need the digital technology to get into that space where you could sit on the coffers of your table and you're able to make millions of dollars, because there's so much in the tech industry.
Exactly. So
thank you.
Using technologies with the purpose of economic opportunity and inclusive economic opportunities, that's the way forward. So with this in mind, knowing that you have won awards and nomination, how have been your work since then, establishing your school, your educational foundation, so Odyssey Educational Foundation? How was that journey, and how is it going right now? How is it received by the public, but as well by the local authorities or national authorities?
Okay, yeah. I actually started the Odyssey Educational Foundation before I got some of this nomination, because it was the work I do in space that actually got me some of this nomination. Because I think I started teaching kids in secondary school about the first time robotics in public schools in Nigeria. So I think I got that nomination in 2017 as a woman in robotics. And then I also got the Techwomem nomination in 2019. And that's where I got to know about the gaming industry, because I interned with Unity. So when I got there, I saw the way kids could come to terms with things they couldn't see by immersive technology. I mean, they were able to come to terms with it. And I felt that in Nigeria, we have a lot of schools that are not well equipped. And I saw that having just the headset, you can actually do all the experiments within the space of the massive technology, So it got me thinking. I felt there's a need for me to embrace this. The government is not doing so well because they've not begun to make it maybe compulsory. They've not begun to make it maybe necessary. They've not seen the necessity of it. But some few people in the community who have also traveled far and wide are able to come to terms with it. But I tell you, until everybody in the community, until every common man is able to pick up the interest in technology, I mean, we may not be able to stop preaching about it. But right now, just a few handful are just about who are able to access this technology, understands it. So, and we're talking to a lot of government officials, trying to encourage them and let them know that there's a need for us to embrace this kind of technology in Nigeria.
So I see that one of the main challenge is changing that mentality and that mindset.
Sure.
Technologies. Sure. As I was telling you earlier, I was talking to a lawyer, a late 20s lawyer based in Nigeria and working on community development. And he had that mentality of not knowing about tech, not knowing about game, and that old mentality of gaming and gamers. And if you work in the game industry, you're not very serious.
Yeah.
And I was actually surprised. So I pushed him to that channel because I have a couple of Nigerian working in the game space, and for him to understand how important it is and providing him some numbers as well. And this is when I told myself, oh wow, I need to talk to Stellas this afternoon about that, about how to really, how are you actually navigating the water with knowing that you have to change the mindset, plus have infrastructure being changed, because I know that electricity, headset, hardware, connectivity, all of that, there is quite a few challenges here. So how are you navigating that in your space?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of advocacy. I must tell you, I'm talking to people about the need for there to be a change. We're also not ignorant of the fact that electricity is playing a major role in getting this thing. And I must tell you, I bought just one Oculus set, and it's over $500, you know. I know it's a whole lot. So that's why some of us in this space are actually reaching out for grants, for partners who can come into the space to help us push this forward, because that is just the change we need in Nigeria. So we look out for grants that can help us get this to the masses, because about 50 to over 70% of the masses are not able to pay for the services. So we're actually looking out, so we look out for grants, we look out for authorities, partners, sponsors, whatever it is that can actually help us. I agree with you too that a lot of people do think anyone in the gaming industry is not a serious person per se. Yeah, so even when I told the some of the parents that, oh, we'll be having gaming in the summer classes, they said, no, I don't want my child to learn gaming. You know, just let them learn how to do the coding, just let them learn how to do the website design and all that, you know. So we're still having, we're still having such thoughts about, and I keep telling them, I felt so bad, Joanna, when I went to the US and I saw the amount of money that's in the gaming industry. I feel like I've been wasting my time all this while, honestly, so much. And, you know, they don't understand that gaming is not just about the video games. Or in Unity, we did a lot of things educational. We did a lot of things. I mean, there was a housing project. And so they built, they did some prototype of houses that an NGO wanted to deploy to people who don't have homes, you know. So we also had the massive feel of going into the houses and looking at the pots, the bed and everything. And so I was trying to tell a lot of people that gaming is not just about you playing a video game and all that, and so much money. I mean, I look at the revenue, and the first day we got into Unity, they talked about what the revenue had been this year and what it is next year. And in fact, I read the report too during COVID. It was alarming during COVID how the revenue grew. So, I mean.
To that point, actually, in June 2020, I remember reading an article of Forbes saying the games industry has become recession-free. And it was just June. That means just 3 months before the world was locked down altogether. So, and well, depending on the sources, in 2020, the global revenue was between 160 billion US dollar and 180 billion US dollar, which is still a lot. We can see anyway, because people that I talk to, even in the US, they want to know about games, because I think there is an acceleration of the awareness of the games industry. And now people want to know about it, but they're not really equipped to know about it, regardless of being in Nigeria or in Africa, or even in Europe and the US. So don't worry, this is something that is something that everywhere we need to work on changing the mindset and ensuring that gaming is no more, but it's going quicker in our community here in the diaspora, but it's still something that we have to fight. Being from the Caribbean, I can tell you that this mentality is still there. The same mentality of gaming is not. Gaming is not lazy, but people.
Not a serious thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So with this in mind, what would you think? And before saying that, if you, I don't know if I introduced you to Judith Okonkwo. She's the founder of Emisi 3D Okonkwo, Judith Okonkwo.
I've read about her.
Yeah, I can introduce you to her.
I've been to a program organized by Google where she gave me the free cardboard headset, but I don't know her personally, and
So can you remind me, where are you based in Nigeria?
I'm actually in Abuja. Judith is in Lagos.
That's correct. That's why
the program I went for to organized by Google was in Lagos.
So it's important to have centers everywhere to spread, and being in Abuja, the capital of everything, like political, you can be next to the people. That would be great. So you've got all those challenges, but what has been the success so far for you?
Yeah, success for me so far has been that a very few of these young girls and young boys that I work with, there's been a lot of behavioral changes in them since they started. A lot of them who never dreamt, their dreams were just, if I can finish school, school as in secondary school, and I'm able to get to any college around, and I'm able to do any course and all that. But during this program that I do with them, a lot of them, their aspiration has grown so tall. They begin to say, oh, Miss Stella, I don't think I want to do my college in Nigeria. I think I want to go to go outside the country where I could get better education. And the dreams has transformed, and then some of them who were from very poor families have been able to do one online program or the other, and has gotten some incentive to be able to, begin to, I have some set of boys who did some boys and girls who did some competition, and they won so much money. They even got a laptop each for the program they did. And so their thought and aspiration has grown over what it used to be when I started with them, and they were very naive and all that. And also some parents too, because I also do a lot of talking to parents. I do a lot of talking to government. I've not relented, because there's this federal government buy-in you need to buy for you to be able to work with some specific schools because of the security challenges we have in Nigeria. I've been trying to secure that over 3 years. I just got the approval, So it's been, yes, as far as I'm concerned, it's been positive, although not as I would have wanted it to be, but not stopping and not giving up along the way has made sure that I conquered some of this fear. And, in fact, the other day, somebody told me I need a particular letter to be able to invite a friend from London to come to Nigeria. And they said, oh, does your NGO have all this requirement? I said, yes. He said, oh, this is your little NGO. I said, no, it's not little, because I've kept putting the steps one at a time. Not too fast, but at least we're making progress.
And congratulations. And I think it's important to highlight and make visible your actions, and little by little actions, and as well creating and opening your world to other people in the industry, internationally and nationally as well. So thank you very much, Stella,
thank you so much
for being here. A last question, or I would say word of advice. What would you what would you like to share to our viewers, either parents or students or aspiring technologists and technology users?
Yeah, one thing I must say to them is technology is not yes, it's a gold coin, but it's not a gold coin when you just begin to learn technology. Some people expect that immediately you start to learn technology in 1 month, in the space of 1 month, you should become as blown as maybe the rich Dangote of Nigeria. No. You need education, you need perseverance, you need to also learn from those ahead of you. And then you also need to be patient, trying to do it the right way. There's a need for you to do the right way. And then understand that keep building your platform, keep building your relationship, your partners, look for them everywhere they could be. The social media should be your friend to be able to accomplish this. I think I was just discussing with a friend this morning, and I told her that she told me that one of my staff has gotten a bigger job, and I said, oh, I sure knew he was going to get there, because he was, over time, he learned more with us, and he kept learning, he kept wanting to teach others. And before you know it, he got a bigger job. And so I expected that of him. So I expect that also parents too should begin to buy into understanding that their children has to come into the tech space, and it's a gradual thing. Yeah. So for me, that's
you change from sewing classes to tech classes. Yeah.
So that's it for me. Thank you, Joanne, for having me on this platform. It's my so much great pleasure, and
it was my pleasure.
And congratulations too. I had you become a world entrepreneur.
Yes. It's not easy, but I'm challenging myself. Yeah.
Oh, sure. It's much better for those of you outside the country. Nigeria. You need to. You don't have anything to leverage on, honestly. It's so difficult, but I think I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Stella.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So viewers, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and comment. This is Johanna, aka Jojo. Bye.
Bye.